What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I'm following a situation as it develops with YouTuber CallMeCarson, or just Carson, and some claims that he had some ill-advised text conversations and even exchanges of images with fans of his who, while he was 19, they were 17. I want to be very clear. The situation is developing, so I will try to be as objective as possible. And also understand that there may be more that comes out later, and should it, I will update my coverage. To me, I want to be right up front and say, I really don't care about the 1917 difference, okay? I don't. When I was in high school, I was a sophomore, I dated a senior, lots of, that happened all the time. It was generally frowned upon if you were already graduated dating a high schooler, but I just don't care about that. Now, you can make the argument, and you would be correct, that the exchanging of images, that is against the law. And, Carson freely admits that this happened. And, well, if somebody chooses to charge him for it, he's going to have to answer for that. But the issue, I think, is really the power dynamic online. The idea that you're a content creator and therefore you can't really be engaging in that type of conversations with your viewers. I think that is true, but I do think there's more nuance there than just you're not allowed to date a fan. I mean, none of these people, was every band in existence also taking advantage of their power dynamic when people were sneaking backstage just to hook up with them? I don't view it that way. I view two willing participants in this type of thing. And, when you're talking about older folks, like, people don't react like this when somebody's 35 and they maybe date a 32, 33-year-old fan or a 40-year-old fan. This whole power dynamic thing seems to apply exclusively towards young people, which I understand. It's not against the law. It's kind of creepy. But look, I have YouTuber friends that met their wives and husbands through their career, and I don't view anything wrong with that whatsoever. But when you're talking about somebody who's really young, that you have an argument. And I think I would agree with you that you just can't be engaging in these type of conversations with viewers, in particular young ones. So DeCerto runs this article, by the way, calling him, saying he was grooming. I don't really believe that's the case. I don't like the usage of that term. While definitions these days are different than they used to be, the implication there is that he is the P word, which he isn't. Again, based on the information that we have. There's now the first of these claims against Keemstar Carson were leveled by Keemstar, who released a video interview with Lunch Club members Travs and Hugbox. One day in March, he called me. I picked up the phone, and I said, I have to tell you something. He said that he revealed he had been with people who were not of the proper age, and that he said that they were fans. That is not okay. First of all, that is that's against the law. And second of all, it's slimy, that I'll say. Now, this was followed by claims from Miniborb on Twitter. The user, who lists her username as Sam, claims that she was, quote unquote, groomed as well when she was 17, still in high school. According to Sam, the pair began talking. She tweeted him on social media, and he went straight to her DMs. I have talked to many people and never came out with this since now. Her posts also included a number of Discord messages between the pair, and they are correct. She also posted video evidence. It doesn't appear to be faked. These include statements from Carson suggesting that he only wanted to talk to her for the spicy parts and that he couldn't control himself, and that he suggested he thought about Mini Borb, who was using the name Gorl on Discord every time, to which he replies she was in school. Again, we know that this person was probably a junior, could have been a senior in high school. She writes, I jokingly tweeted, be my boyfriend on my old account. He didn't reply to the tweet and went straight into my DMs. I don't have the old, account, but I do have the Discord messages. And here they are. I'm scared I want to talk to you for the wrong reasons. Elaborate. Well, what if I only want to talk to you about the spicy stuff? I don't want that, but like, I'm worried about it. What if subconsciously I'm talking to you because it turns me on or something? This is creepy, right? Is that really what you want? What are the other options here? Also, what would you want to happen? I don't know. All I know is that every time I handle myself, I have a really hard time not thinking of you. I guess my brain got stimulated and now it wants it more. Sorry, I was in school. That does not read well. But again, this is pretty manipulative of Carson. That's how I read it. He basically was like, hey, I'm in it just for this stuff. Do you agree? And then you see, that was a bad idea. I want to, but it's a bad idea. I'm not going to lie. I was getting scared. Your hopes up or something. I'm willing to try, but it's such a bad idea. And it goes on and on. It's not good. He says, we should add me back on Snap. What do you think? Sounds good. But like I said, I don't want it to just be spicy. I wouldn't mind calling and watching stuff together or playing something, you feel? Like just being friends. Yeah, I feel you. Just hit me up next time you're in the mood. I'll leave it up to you for when we do the spicy stuff. PAX is fun. The town I live in is all white people. I wanted to go to PAX, but completely forgot to get tickets. Next year, I think I'm going to go with my friend. Bro, we could have gone on a date. When do you turn 18? This is the particular message that would indicate that he knew she was underage. And I don't exactly want to see, I'm anticipating I was in a bad headspace, but YouTubers, like, just don't. Why is this so hard? It's like, why can you just like not meet a girl IRL? Well, because I suppose it's easier to manipulate your fans. I imagine if I went back and looked at some of my text message exchanges when I was, 17, 18, talking to girls, they'd probably be just as cringy. But these do read as a bit of a manipulative type thing. Then, while the YouTuber remained silent, several other internet celebrities close to him have offered comments. One such comment came from YouTube Fitz, who simply replied, yup, as soon as the news began trending. So they all knew. It's interesting that all his friends knew, but nobody said anything. Fitz was one of Carson's friends before it was revealed that he and the YouTuber, now ex-girlfriend, Katerino, had a secret relationship. Then Slimecicle reported Carson to the law. In a statement published by the former Lunch Club member, a Minecraft YouTube group, Charlie Slimecicle, revealed that Carson admitted to all the Lunch Club members and their manager that he exchanged inappropriate pictures with someone that he knew was 17. Dalglish, says that he immediately cut ties with Carson and the Lunch Club, reported the story to the law, as he believed a crime had been committed. Actually, that's a reasonable response. That's the type of response of somebody who doesn't want to have their career go up in flames. Slimecicle adds that he had taken every step to protect the person and report the information to authorities, adding that no person should ever have to be on the receiving end of something like this. Now, again, I believe that as a YouTuber, you really aren't allowed to be engaging in this type of conversations. But I think this applies pretty exclusively to people who are young or in particular underage, which as it should be. Now, the fact that his own friend reported him, I think that that's a good move by Slimecicle. Following a number of claims, Slimecicle has revealed he did report him. Now, on January 5th, the claims have been made by fans Carson about him when they were younger, and I'm sure there'll be many more coming out. What we see now, as it stands, is several members of the community coming forward who were, too young for Carson. And Carson was, at minimum, exchanging images with them. To me, well, the images themselves are a problem for him, especially if they're on his laptop or computer. But ultimately, if you look at Twitter, everyone calling him the P word, that's not okay. I think that, if I could finish this video with a thought on this, be careful about using these type of words, because it waters down like actual people who do this. 19 and 17 face value, I just don't care about it. You might, I don't. But when you use that word, it's like people are acting like it's 19 and 7. Now, what Carson did, using his position to extract these type of things from kids, from young fans, I'll say, young fans, that's not okay. And as you can see, the internet is reacting. He's already lost 60,000 subscribers. And I'm assuming that number will continue to go down, as this only updates every 10,000. What we have here, I think, is a dude that probably never really fully developed the ability to talk to women. This happens all the time with YouTubers. We saw this with Pyro in his little get-together and his furry stuff. Like, these people don't actually know how to shoot their shot. They don't know how to date a girl. They don't know how to interact with women or men, if, whatever the case is. They don't know how to do that. And so they go to the path of least resistance, which is using their name and their clout to get what they want. Carson was a kid, 19 years old at the time. He absolutely should have known better. And he deserves right now. I just don't, normally I would say we need to wait for the other side, but there's really no denying that he knowingly was engaged in this type of stuff. The internet does not forget these type of things. It'll be interesting to see if Carson even responds to it. I'm guessing he probably will, but maybe he just shouldn't. YouTubers, please stop being creeps. You make us all look bad. Stop talking to your young fans on Discord, and maybe just be happy that you have probably one of the best jobs on the planet. Don't throw it away. Look, go to some state where it's legal and pay for it. I don't understand what's so hard about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. Make sure you subscribe, because I'll be covering this. I'm sure there'll be updates.